So this is the wrap up for the live market open for Wednesday, May 11th. We're seeing some relax in markets. Stocks are up, oil is up, and the US dollar takes a breather from all the gains we've seen it enjoy since last week's turnaround Tuesday. So the dollar is slightly weaker. With oil, it's a bit surprising because the Saudis want to pump more. In Canada, things are looking Things are looking better regarding oil production, regarding damage from the wildfires. So, and in general, there's just too much supply, not enough demand. So I expect some turnaround over there. Yesterday, the data was okay. Trade balance in the UK was not a disaster. US JOLTS expectations, beat expectations. The JOLTS figures came out at a very high level, 5.76, with the positive revision. So the US jobs market still looks relatively good. The Kiwi bounced back up because the Reserve Bank of New Zealand did not offer new dovishness, no new stimulus, and also Australian consumer sentiment recovered. So all in all, relatively positive news yesterday. If you look at the currency pairs we cover, so euro dollar is at a very frustrating range, limited by 114.10 at the moment, support at 113.35, but the actual ranges are much narrower. Pound dollar also, well, sliding this morning under its presumptive support at 144.40, further support 143.70. It could be an interesting morning for the pound. We'll talk about that soon. In this wrap up, dollar yen had an exciting day. It went all the way to 109.40, only to slide back down. So real strong support at 107.65, resistance at 110. The Canadian dollar recovered with oil prices. We had a false break above 130. Now battling 129.30, support 128.30 and 127.50. Resistance remains 130. The Australian dollar also found the bottom there at 73, but never went anywhere fast. 73.75 is resistance. And here is the recovery of the Kiwi. Fell to 67.20 and then tackled resistance at 68.20. So far, resistance holds out quite nicely. It's going to be probably an interesting or choppy morning for the pound because we have UK industrial output. We're expecting positive figures month over month in industrial output and manufacturing, but negative on year over year. Remember, we have 20 to 30 minutes of price action before the release, and then on the other side after the release. Also, lots of price action. Sometimes markets are front-running the release. Okay, the bigger focus is the Brexit debate, not industrial output, but most UK figures have been negative of late. So expectations here also a bit lower, despite yesterday's trade balance. Another figure for the UK is the GDP estimate by this think tank called NISR. Anyway, it has less impact than it used to show, but at least it goes hand in hand with the official figures of showing a slowing UK economy. Oil inventories at 230 GMT, this time a bit more focused because it isn't published alongside other significant US releases. I believe this could provide the reason for selling oil once again, but have to wait, of course, for the data before acting. And at night, the Japanese current account should be positive for the yen, frustrating for the Bank of Japan. So all in all, we're seeing a slightly weaker US dollar after big gains. But the picture, I think it's just a correction, not a change, of course, for currency markets. Okay. Yeah, before we head off, let's see some comments here. What central bank will buy at this high price? Well, regarding gold, I really don't know. Central banks work on a long-term basis. They sell, they buy gold. Gold is not as important as it used to be in the 20th century. Anyway, thank you very much for the kind words, Dan and Ramon. Wish everybody a safe and successful day in markets. hopefully we'll have more action, especially on euro dollar, which is really not going anywhere fast. And yeah, and we'll be here tomorrow. So that's it for today. Thank you and bye bye.